Jimmy Butler is not just another name on the market. He is undoubtedly one of the most impactful players in the NBA. And when he was finally traded to the Golden State Warriors, no one expected his arrival to be so transformative, both on and off the court. But what exactly made Mike Dunleavy, the current GM of the Warriors, invest so much time and energy into a project that began 6 years ago? How is this sudden change affecting the team of Curry, Green, and company? Stick with me, because what's coming next could be the game changer for the immediate future of the NBA. Let's go back in time. 2018. Mike Dunleavy, newly joined the Warriors as a scout, already had a clear vision of what this team needed. During his time observing games, Dunleavy identified that a piece like Jimmy Butler, a versatile player and leader, could be the key to the Warriors' success in the future. But the idea of signing Butler seemed distant, more of a fantasy than a tangible reality. However, things started to change when the atmosphere between Butler and the Miami Heat began to heat up, especially during the last season. As rumors about his dissatisfaction in Miami became more frequent, Dunleavy realized that the opportunity was within his reach. In 2023, after being promoted to general manager, he made the decision to prioritize Butler. Jimmy has always been a player I saw as a perfect fit for our playing style. We knew he was more than just a good athlete. He was someone who could change the dynamic of the locker room, and more importantly, someone who could elevate the emotional level of the team, said Dunleavy in an interview on the Dubs Talk podcast. But let's be honest, bringing Butler to the Warriors wasn't an easy decision, nor was it cheap. In February 2025, after months of negotiations, it finally came to fruition. The Warriors sacrificed one of their biggest stars, Andrew Wiggins, along with key pieces like Kyle Anderson and Dennis Schroeder. A bold trade, but a necessary one. What few people know is that the Golden State team was desperate for a change of direction. They were losing their identity. The Warriors were no longer that unbeatable team of the past, and frustrations began to take over behind the scenes. Dunleavy, knowing something had to be done, sought the leadership of Stephen Curry and Draymond Green before making the final decision. First and foremost, we knew we needed to improve, not just in terms of performance, but emotionally too. We were losing our way, said Dunleavy. And that's where Jimmy comes in. He's not just a great player. He's the kind of guy who will make a difference on and off the court. Butler's presence was the key to turning the tide. The Warriors, who had been struggling with a 25-26 record and sinking into mediocrity, saw an impressive jump with the arrival of the star. In just 10 games after Butler's arrival, the team had a record of 8-2, and the only loss came the one game Butler wasn't present. This is not just a coincidence. It's the mark of a player who knows how to make a difference. But the numbers don't lie. Butler's impact goes beyond what the statistics can show. Let's look at Stephen Curry, who had been struggling to find his consistency on the court. Before Butler, Curry was averaging 22 points per game, but his shooting percentage was 38%, with only 30% from three-point range. With Butler, Curry shot up to an average of 28.9 points per game, with an impressive 50.3% shooting percentage and 41.9% from three-point range. This is not just a change in numbers. It's a change in Curry's confidence, who now has a constant and stable presence by his side. Now, many wonder, what exactly makes Jimmy Butler so special for a team like the Warriors to invest so much in him? The answer lies in his mindset and basketball IQ. Butler is not just a talented player. He's a master transitioning from defense to offense. He's a natural leader, and he knows exactly how to motivate his teammates. Dunleavy knows this, and he didn't care about the rumors of disagreements between Butler and the Miami Heat. He trusted his history with the player, and that made all the difference. Dunleavy and Butler have a history that goes beyond the courts. From 2013 to 2016, they were teammates on the Chicago Bulls, and that trust relationship was crucial in overcoming doubts about Butler's fit within the Warriors system. That chemistry that existed in the past between the two, despite the ups and downs, was what allowed Dunleavy to boldly invest in a player with a history of injuries and inconsistent offensive performance. He knew that if anyone could turn the Warriors back into a machine, it was Jimmy Butler. With Butler now on the team, the Warriors are ready to be the team that dominated the NBA in recent years once again. Expectations for the playoffs are high, and the potential of Curry, Green, and Butler together is already haunting opponents. Draymond Green, known for his strategic vision of the game, didn't hesitate to declare that the Warriors can win the title again. And he's not speaking vaguely. Green believes that with Butler's mentality in the playoffs, the team can overcome any challenge. I see this team winning it all. With Curry, Green, and playoff Jimmy, there's no team that can stop us, said Green. It might sound audacious, even exaggerated, but the fact is that the chemistry between the players is on another level, and that will only improve with time. Now, the real question is, can the Warriors sustain this level of play until the playoffs? And more importantly, will this Butler trade prove to be the smartest move in recent NBA history? Leave your opinion in the comments. After a season start that left Golden State Warriors fans worried, the team has finally found its formula and has become one of the hottest teams in the NBA since the trade deadline. But what really changed for the team to go from a mediocre squad to one of the favorites in the West? The answer is simple: the arrival of Jimmy Butler. Signing Butler wasn't a surprise to those who closely follow the Warriors. Mike Dunleavy, the team's general manager, had mentioned in several interviews that Butler had been a coveted piece for years. The Warriors saw an opportunity to acquire the player after a contract standoff with the Miami Heat, and this move couldn't have been more spot on. Butler, known for his mental strength, versatility, and defensive skills, quickly fit perfectly alongside Stephen Curry and Draymond Green, two pillars of the franchise. Before Butler, the Warriors were struggling to find consistency. The team was in 10th place in the Western Conference, far from their best seasons. But after Butler's arrival, Golden State not only improved its performance, but also climbed to 6th place, jumping 4 positions. Since the trade, the team has been one of the toughest to face, with an impressive record of 8 wins and 2 losses. This performance boost is not just due to the addition of a big name, but also the way Butler helped elevate the level of the other players. Curry, who had been having an inconsistent season before Butler's arrival, saw his points per game rise from 22 to 28, with impressive improvements in his field goal and three-point shooting percentages. Draymond Green also seems rejuvenated with Butler's arrival, playing more fluidly, with a significant improvement in his defensive game and his ability to create assists. The change was so impactful that the Warriors began to be seen again as serious title contenders. But despite the good moment, the Western Conference is still a tough territory, filled with very talented teams like the Denver Nuggets, Phoenix Suns, and Los Angeles Lakers. Therefore, the team is thinking beyond 2023 and is already preparing to strengthen its roster even more. The big question is, who will be the next big name to join the Warriors? During the trade deadline, the Warriors tried everything to add another star to the team. Kevin Durant, who had already won a title with the Warriors, was on the team's radar after his departure from the Brooklyn Nets and arrival with the Phoenix Suns. For weeks, rumors of Durant possibly returning to San Francisco dominated the headlines. But in the end, the trade didn't happen. Still, Durant remains a significant name on the Warriors' agenda, and the team is determined to do whatever it takes to bring him back to where it all started. However, if the Warriors can't get Durant, another name is gaining momentum: LaMelo Ball, the young point guard from the Charlotte Hornets. According to Michael Scotto of Hoops Hype, there's a strong possibility that Ball will be traded this offseason. The Hornets' rebuild has been a roller coaster, and Ball could be a piece the team is willing to trade to give its franchise a new direction. For the Warriors, adding Ball would be a strategic move not only for the present, but also for the future. The relationship between Golden State and LaMelo is interesting. In 2020, the Warriors selected James Wiseman with the 2nd overall pick in the NBA draft, which paved the way for the Hornets to select LaMelo Ball at the 3rd spot. Now, Wiseman is no longer on the team, and selecting Ball seems like a mistake that could be corrected with the addition of a young point guard. With Curry, Butler, and Green in the later stages of their careers, Ball would be the key piece to ensure the Warriors stay competitive in the coming decades. He would fit perfectly into the team's playing style, with his unique basketball vision, passing ability, and capacity to create plays for others. With Ball alongside Curry, Butler, and Green, the Warriors would have a solid foundation to keep the franchise on top of the NBA. Adding a star point guard like Ball would not only guarantee a smooth transition when Curry retires, but also open the doors for a new cycle of victories and titles. This would be a great opportunity to prolong the Warriors' dynasty and ensure the team remains relevant for many years. Bovada has already listed Golden State among the favorites to acquire Ball, with odds of plus 750, tied with the Houston Rockets and Orlando Magic. If this move happens, the prospect of seeing Ball alongside Curry and Butler would be terrifying for other NBA teams, who would have to deal with a team of super experienced veterans mixed with the youth and talent of LaMelo. And with the addition of Durant or Ball, the Warriors could not only continue dominating the West, but also rival with any team in the NBA, including the new favorites like the Milwaukee Bucks and Boston Celtics. Of course, all of this depends on the decisions the team will make in the coming weeks and months, but one thing is certain. The Warriors are back in the game and determined to win another title, whether with Durant, Ball, or any other big signing. And what do you think about this move? Is LaMelo Ball the missing piece for the franchise, or should the Warriors bet on Durant for another title run? Leave your opinions in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more detailed analysis on the future of the Golden State Warriors and much more.